Welcome back to the Naebotical Naebot. I forgot to turn my light on again. Dag nabbit. Oops. There we go. You can see that shake around. You're welcome. Drink your water. Hi, Anna. How's it going, Anna? Gosh, I'm feeling a little depressed today, but that's okay. That's why we play games. To try to escape from the real life and its financial woes. Guys, got twisted. Okay, where am I? Oh. Snoo. I had not gone in this one yet. Therapy? Maybe. I guess. No, it's just financial stuff, and I'm having to figure out all of that stuff on my own. Maybe someday I'll do therapy, but it's not this day. There's a big red button. Fix it. The bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. Okay, so I have to fight? No. I didn't even stand a chance! Yeah, it's just money stuff. Yeah, oof is right. I'm gonna wait on that a little bit. Good pause. I gotta go give the lady an eyeball. Not here. I have to go straighten that out too, but I haven't learned how to do that yet. The goblin is just happy over there. Up there, it's great. Copyright. Thanks, Anna. Yeah, money kind of does. Like, in a society, if they pay you enough to be able to live, as well as, you know, you get the benefits that you kind of need to survive, while having even just a little bit left over to be able to do fun stuff, that's all you would need. Anyone who says otherwise can shove it up their butt. And healthy food and afford hobbies and things. Exactly. Because we kind of need lives. It's weird. I know. Jeez. Well, I don't know that you need that, but... And to be able to earn even more so that you can afford a horse is super cool. You need birds? This is your first birds, Anna. You gotta have the birds first before you can make a statement of such grandioseness. This is the ghost of an orchestra conductor. Have I not talked to him about? I did not, okay. Unless he's a ghost of someone pretending to be an orchestra conductor. Either he's very agitated about something, or he's conducting Flight of the Bumblebee. Sorry to interrupt. But I can't actually hear the music. What are you conducting? It is the finale of the year 1812, Solemn Overture by Tchaikovsky. Oh, the 1812 Overture. Sure, that would have been my second guess. Or is your orchestra like double ghosts or something? What? I see. No, there is no orchestra. I merely have this piece of music irrevocably lodged in my head. It has been nagging at me incessantly ever since my death. This is just a guess, but did you die during a performance of the 1812 Overture? That is correct. Yes, very astute of you. And the finale of that piece, the finale of that piece features real actual cannons, right? Is that how you died? If it was my fate to be slain by a piece of music, cannons would have been far preferable to my utterly farcical demise. That's a word. What happened? The overture requires several cannons. Because it is impossible to load a single cannon quickly enough to fire as the score demands. However, the stage we were performing on could not have borne the weight. What did you do? I was not informed of the difficulty until it was far too late to make any changes. It transpired that the stage manager decided it would be sufficient to give a box of balls to the tuba player. You were shot by a tuba? I was shot, as you say, by a tuba. Oh, no wonder you ended up as a ghost. Oh, it isn't the ridiculousness of my death that troubles me, really. Accidents happen, as with any of the performing arts. A colleague of mine was decapitated by an errant cymbal during a performance of Paganini's Violin Concerto No. 1. Such are the risks we take for our art. Gosh. The problem is that the 1812 Overture's finale is very dramatic and energetic piece. With this music constantly replaying itself in my head, I have been utterly unable to find any peace. I'll see if I can think of a way to help. So you need new music. Music, grab it, blank sheet, play something. I was blank, what do you think you are, John Cage? No, as a matter of fact, I do not. You do have a very energetic... Wait, who's the kids' room? Right. We're on the 3rd floor. I need to go down to the 2nd floor. Let's see. Not the restroom. The guest rooms. Hello again, dear. Were you able to find me any wine? Yes, kind of. Oh, fine. Thank you very much. She takes the glass eye from you and puts it in, whereupon it falls through her and onto the floor. She tucks as she picks it up. Oh dear, it's a little too physical. I wasn't certain that this would work. Don't worry, this is easily fixed. Do you have a hammer I can borrow? A hammer? Yes. That'll do nicely, thank you. She takes the hammer, places the glass eye on her desk, and smashes it with a precise crack. Oh, perfect. How did you touch the hammer? She gives you back the hammer and plucks the ghost of the glass eye from the shattered fragments. After blowing the dust off of it, she tucks it into her eye socket. That fits much better. Does it work? Well, now that you mention it, no. I can't actually see with it. It's the ghost of a glass eye, after all. Oh dear, this won't do at all. What a shame. You know, I don't really understand why your eye is still missing. What do you mean? Well, I always assumed when someone loses an arm or something, it just sticks around as an arm ghost. That's why people say they can feel it itching sometimes, because you've still got an arm there, but it's a ghost. It's even called phantom limb syndrome. So logically, if the rest of you becomes a ghost after that, it would hook right back up. But then, where did my eye go? Maybe it got pushed back inside your head? The ghost thinks about this for a second, then shakes her head. No, that seems... Wait. What? I do think I felt something just then. She shakes her head again. My goodness gracious. Keep going. It's like one of those puzzles where you try to get the marble in the hole. She bends her head forward and continues shaking. You can almost hear a faint rattling sound and then a plop. She straightens back up, blinking with 2 eyes. You did it! Well, I'll be. Thank you so much, dear. I never would have thought of that. No problem. Have a nice time in heaven or wherever your ghost gives you a friendly wave to take that aside. Well, that's that then. Cool. And that's right, there's you. Did you figure out how to make a good exploding cigar? One that doesn't turn fun into a funeral? I can't make basic wordplay fun again. Well, it was kind of clever, but what other novelties did you invent? Well, I invented a can of mixed nuts that has a spring in it, so when you open it, the nuts spray out everywhere. That's kind of funny. Nobody would ever open the can because of how it said deadly venomous snakes on the label. You know those flowers you wear in your lapel and it sprays water in someone's face when they smell it? You invented that? That's a classic. No, I tried to combine it with the chewing gum made out of hot peppers. You invented a boutonniere that maces people. Anything else? People seem to like those little sea monkey things, so I thought maybe I'd do that except funnier. And then I thought, itching powder is pretty funny. You made itching powder out of brine shrimp? No, they're aquatic. It wouldn't work. I used spider eggs. Oh my god. I tried to make an ultra-realistic stink bomb using pure methane gas. It turns out pure methane is actually odorless. That isn't why farts smell bad. Also, it's extremely flammable. Anything else? You know those fortune-telling fish, the little cellophane ones that curl up in your hand to predict the future? Sure. I don't know how it happened, but mine were 100% accurate and it was always terrible news. I tried to improve on the classic rubber chicken. Let me guess, not rubber? Good guess. Once I made some glasses that let you see through people's clothes. Wow, right down to their skeletons. X-ray glasses? Huh, okay, well that's still pretty cool. Except for the part where they got cancer. Yeah. I shouldn't laugh at that. I've told you all the ones I can remember. I can tell them you again if you want. No, that's okay. Good lord, man. Why? Hey, Florence. Hey, Florence. Hey, Florence. I found you some science junk. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Holy cow, a counterclockwise phase inversion coil. I've been looking all over for one of those. What's this thing? Oh well, whatever it is, I'm sure it's safe. Florence attaches some of the science to her keys you gave her to a weird backpack. You're welcome, Florence. Look at you and your unorthodox ghost spelling methods. Guess I can argue the results, but my science rival is definitely faster. Well, this way she gets to go to heaven or Valhalla or whatever the afterlife actually is. The whole notion of an afterlife is so wildly unscientific. Scientists have a special word for it. Oh, what is it? Ha 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 ha. Sheesh. One day. One day. I'm actually debating to put both bird cages actually up there so they'll be next to each other and they can talk to each other and stuff too. I think that would be pretty cool. And I could move my dresser, not my dresser, to a different location. I have a key. I can stay on. The old 1, 2, 3 is what I typically use, but I can also use it. So let's get muscle up and Moxie. Okay. I don't know what all I have still. I have blank sheet music. There's some kind of weird notebook paper with every 6th line missing. I don't know how to fix all of these yet, so we still kind of have to look around. We fixed this ghost and all of those things. This ghost is still the thing. Can you help me with some library stuff? Could you perhaps be more specific? I'm looking for some of that delicious paste. That paste is for poker players, not for you. Shucks. She needs something too that I didn't have. Yeah, I forgot already what that's called. A billiard. A game where you use a stick to knock balls into holes. See how cool. Thanks, billiards. Cool billions. Cool beans. That's what I was trying to say, not billies. Partner, do you have anything to say? I can think it's a party. Okay. I do feel bad. Apparently there was a much nicer way to, free her from the ice block. And I just didn't do that because I was like, let's just do this. And yeah, that didn't end well. Wait, is there any ghosts even down here? None left on the first floor, 2 on the second, 3 on the third. Thanks. But I also need to look for some way to straighten I can make the silencer now! I have the stuff! You drill a hole in each end of the can and carefully remove the beans. Then you soak the stuffing in a vat of acoustic dampening chemicals and carefully jam it into the can. Voila! A silencer. Can I mess with these? I've done enough damage date. Yeah, alright. I think this just goes back to the other area. Did you say something? Oh no, that was the shadow. The parlor, yeah, we got one here. Sorry. Sorry. I do feel kind of bad about that. Sorry. Yeah. There's nothing in here that I can use. No. Just double checking, you know. Grab another string bean can. I got another one. Cool. So I can make multiple. That's cool. Can I make multiple? What's the point of a silencer? Okay. They are new headphones, as a matter of fact. Got them on sale. They're pretty cool. I like them well enough anyway. The Bluetooth doesn't work so well with my computer. It should work I think it worked okay with my phone, but I don't use the Bluetooth on my phone really. So, not entirely helpful on that front. But, it serves a purpose here. Maybe these guys can help me with stuff. Do I? So they don't let me access the token supply anymore. I don't want to. Sure. Actually, never mind. It's for sale. Deep fried holster. Gun-covered turkey leg. Yeah, anyway. I feel like I might need that at some point. But I'm gonna hold off until I do. I was leaning heavily against a display of shot glasses with different names etched onto them. A sign on the display reads, "Personalized shot glasses, 1300 meat." The guy picks up a bottle stashed behind the display and fills a shot glass labeled Jesse. Oh, he's the drunk dude. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Alright, well you guys are useless. Moving on. There was nothing else in here. I got everything. Woo! Here we go. It's a lathe. Hey, maybe you can make the billiards cue less wobbly. A balanced billiards cue. That sounded dramatic. Hey, we got a balanced billiard cue. That's always helpful. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go back to the third one. We're gonna go to the kids' room. There's nothing else of interest in here, probably. Probably? Yeah, well, there might be a portal to a magical fantasy realm in the back or something. I mean, you know, never know. Search it. Well, you don't find any magical portals. Darn. But you do find a diary. You flip through it, but there's nothing of particular interest except an entry about how the author was excited to leave for sleepaway camp the next day with her sisters, and how she was thankful to someone called Uncle Chet for getting the tickets, since it was gloomy around the manor ever since her father went missing. This Uncle Chet is evil, isn't he? Also, I don't like how quiet it is. We're just gonna turn this on. What is this devil's music? Okay. It's so much less creepy in here now. It really envelops. God, the creepy doll. It's a scary black scale. Pardon me, Bear. I'm just gonna grab some stuffing. Look, this is where the creepy music is transcribed. What's my mysticality at? It's at 26. Boy, we sure need more mysticality. Excuse me. I need some mysticality up in here. Don't need this minus mysticality. We're just gonna put this on real quick, and then we're gonna get that real quick. This is all that. Alright, where does that put us? At 48, perfect. Transcribe it! You wrote down all the spooky notes. Excellent. I'm a genius. Alright, with laurels. It was the attorney's badge. That was fine, but I need more jumbo. Okay. I did not. I certainly thought about it. But then I forgot about the DLC. So I had to come back and do the DLC. Okay, I'm able. Okay, music girl. Just the sound. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. The ghost conductor is still here and still flailing his arms. The last part of the 1812 overture. The energetic music playing in my head makes it simply impossible for me to find any place. I play piano? Play the lullaby! Lullaby. He's slowing down. Smile. Oh my god, did you see that smile? Oh no, that was nice. Yeah, still fighting the ghost house. This is taking a very long time. Shut up, Serena. Aw, I don't get the conductor's thingy. That makes me kind of sad. We can't play this again? Can't play that again. It's the last time you'll ever hear that lullaby. I mean, you might think about it. The door is locked and no earthly force can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of horses, but good luck getting them up the elevator. Knock, knock. Yes? It's Pumpkin and Florence, ma'am, the ghost hunters. Have you been able to exterminate all the ghosts? Oh yeah, this is her room. I forgot. Mr. Gunn! When we go back to the baby's room, okay, and it's a really pretty one. You could also listen to it on... That's right, there's... Okay. The shiny spittoon. Hey there, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit time, gal, just billiards. Step up or shut up. Wow. Challenge him to a game. You pull out your cue and the ghost nods and wraps the balls. He proceeds to crush you. Something feels wrong, like your cue isn't connecting with the ball properly. The ghost shakes his head at you. You're totally new at this, ain't ya? You gotta chalk your cue. Chalk? Or can I borrow yours? Mine's ghost chalk. Wouldn't work. Dang it. Dang it! You were so close. Where was chalk? Chalk. Where was chalk? Chalk. Chalk. Is there chalk? Pretty cool. I like that guy. One day I will find the chalk. It may not be this day. Ah! Okay, but I have to beat this somehow, don't I? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He's all ears. It's a pretty one. Just for you, Aletha. Wasn't gonna bother to turn that on, but I don't wanna. In a very bad way. And we're done. Moving on, because I need to find the freaking chalk and I don't know where it is. Just figure out those lights are on. So I'll have them on. Aww. Birds are pretty cute. Well, there's nothing up here. It's the second floor, I guess. To the second floor. Is there anything in the restroom? Any chalk? Medicine cabinet? Bathroom? No. Okay. One. Oh, wait. Oh, that's just that. Okay, that's just a scoop. The pog's fake. Okay, room 2, which had this stuff, but I'm not sure how vanity doesn't work, but okay. And then there was this room. There's some candy on the nightstand. 9 out of 10 dentists would be appalled. Take it. Sugar guns. Is there any more? Did I really not look at the nightstand before? Go through it. How was that, my dude? You... I sincerely don't know. I'm trying here. I'm searching every single room. Just to see where chalk might be. Wow, that's right. Grow up to be vandals later in life. Okay. Okay. So that's just that stuff. Excuse me, librarian. Hey, look, I invented this. Shh. How many times do I have to tell you? I invented this thing that makes guns really quiet. Oh, how marvelous. Finally, I can rest in peace knowing that libraries will now be safe from the noise of gunfire. It is our lane an atmosphere of quiet that true joy dare live. Bertrand Russell. And with that, she dissipates into nothingness. He isn't famous yet. Oh, whatever. It was beautiful. Anyway. Bloody poop. Where Chalk Bay? There wasn't any, I didn't see anything pertaining to chalk. I didn't see anything pertaining. Kind of smells like chili. It's pertaining to chalk, I didn't see. That's right, just do it quietly. Any chalk? Okay, any chalk? We got chalk, piece of workbench. Chalk. Chalk. Chuck. Chuck, you truck, Chuck. 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 I don't know. Mannequin. Yeah, I could do that. I could also just look at the card real quick. Let's see. I already did that. Did well, there was, I guess there was, okay, well, there was a chalkboard. I don't know if that's where it's at, but I'm gonna go look. On the 3rd floor. Screws. Where is the chalkboard? Oh, it's this right here. Oh, here we go. Should really make sure that nobody can take the blue chalk, stupid thing. Balanced billiards cue. Okay. Doll might have adorable. Okay, so there is where the chalk was. And then we go to Mr. Gunn's room. Morning, Ruby. Okay. Challenge into the game. You chalk up your cue, and the ghost tracks the balls. It's a close match. You have to consult that geometry book a few times just to work out all the angles. The game comes down to a fight for the 8-ball, and you manage to barely squeak out the win when the ghost catches an unlucky bounce off the corner of a pocket. Well, shucks. Nice shooting, Tex. He flips you a finger gun salute, winks, and fades into nothingness. Hooray! Success is mine, I guess. I'm sorry. Grab one. I got a 6-ball. Why? Why did you grab the 6-ball? 25 poison to enemies! Start every fight poisoned! What? This billiard ball is labeled with a 6, indicating the number of benzene rings and the organic poison that makes up most of the paint on it. Somebody really ought to pass some safety regulations about this kind of thing. What? No! Okay, anyways. Okay, so we got rid of a few ghosts. The inventor guy is one of them that we still haven't gotten rid of yet. And, and there's in here, and I don't know what to do about it. I just don't. I really don't. Because you're just gonna kill me straight up. And I don't know what to do about that. I just don't. This one gives me 20 XP. Oh, what I got? Speed. I'll fix it. My minion's here! We got speed on it, yay! Do it. Nice. 45 damage. We're just gonna straight up, or not. Oh. Well, that's not very helpful. Could you... Because if that hits me, listen, this bowling ball asked for it. Literally. There they go. That was very dramatic, but okay. Why didn't I die? I was 42 versus my 44 damage. What the heck? I got a bowling pin. My favorite. Okay, is there anything? Oh good, the XR85 was complete trash. Okay, there must be. This is where the bowling balls would come out if this thing was working. Hold on. 17 armor! But what is it? Oh, it's a weapon! But the bowling pin is 19 to 22. My jumbo still does more damage. Oh! Okay, it just brings that back. Okay, I don't know what the point of that is, so I'm just gonna move on. Bring my mystiality up, I guess. Inventions, bowling pin, 6 ball, I don't know. I have a couple more things, I don't know how useful they are. I'm glad the goblin's happy, at least. Here. Well, there was that. This indicates a trapdoor in the ceiling over here. Too bad you aren't like 11 feet tall. Well, how do I get to it then? There are 2 ghosts left on the premises. One on the second and one on the third. Okay. Who's the one? Mrs. Gunn. Is Mrs. Gunn a ghost? Because there's nothing in the kids' room. Nothing. Mrs. Gunn must be a ghost. So the second floor is where the Invento dude is. I don't know what he needs. No, that's okay. Just a second. No, don't do that. Okay, let's see. Where is he again? He is in the second level. The guest rooms. The tiny stick of dynamite. A cheap cigar. Oh, okay, hold on. So I have that. I'm not gonna have that. Where is my tiny stick of dynamite? Okay, here we go. I didn't examine it. Did you know that firecrackers are just tiny sticks of dynamite, and this is just an even tinier one, and that a pumpkin is technically a berry? Examine it. Wait a second. What if you stuck this into one of those cigars you found? Yeah, what if? Wait a second. You poke a hole in the tip of the cigar and insert the dynamite. Hilarious. Yeah, that'll be fun to blow your face off. Did you figure out how to make a good exploding cigar? One that doesn't turn fun into a funeral? I can't even make basic wordplay funny. I think this is what you're looking for. That's an exploding cigar. Yep, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but not this time. What did you use for the explosive? I found a really small firecracker, just big enough to blow up the cigar without also blowing up someone's face. Also, without the, violent lead projectile. You're a genius! Please let me see it in action so I can finally rest. Light it up. No. Genius. Alright, let me talk to you. What do you know, Flo? She raises an eyebrow and she glances at one of her weird instruments. According to my weird instruments, there's only one ghost left on the premises, and it's on the, let's see, the 3rd floor of the manor. Thanks, talk to you later, bye. We are currently on the 2nd floor, so we'll be going to the 3rd floor. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mrs. Gunn. Looks like they have a music room. What kind of music do you like, Florence? Electro House? What? You won't have heard of it yet. How bohemian of you. Mods, go to work. Mods. And then I blew my face up with a tiny cigar, so that's great. Thank you. This door is locked and no earthly force can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of horses. Ready to do this? Knock knock. Yes, it's Pumpkin and Florence, ma'am, the ghost hunters. Florence and Pumpkin. Whatever. I do feel significantly less haunted. Did you get rid of all the ghosts? We sure did, ma'am. Actually, my scanner says there's still one. Shh. Yes, ma'am. All ghosts accounted for. Well, that's splendid. Come right on in. Thanks. Hey, Mrs. Gunn. Mrs. Gunn's vanity is elegant, but not ostentatious. Look in the mirror. You take a hard look at yourself in the mirror and think about the things you've done. I don't want to finish this quite yet. I'm just going to look around first. I'm going to turn that off. Table is not on the table. My gun parts. About gun parts such as side plates, cranes, and fan belts. Fan belts? The sign of this case says break in case of attic. Break it. And turn that off. Cool. Got all the lights off. Alright. I am going to go to the attic first before anything else. It's the other side. Thank you, Anna. You're a hero. Open it. Yeah, let me up. I wasn't expecting that. Boxes of old hats. They're old hats. Boxes contains other boxes. Dresser is now dressed as a ghost. Just more boxes and covered up furniture back there. Okay. That's cool. Hey, man. Hey, who the heck are you? I'm Pumpkin Pumperty. But since I'm not the guy who's apparently hiding out in Mrs. Gunn's attic, I feel like you ought to be the one answering that question. Who am I? Well, that's just friggin' typical. I'm Chet Bullet, damn it. Am I supposed to have heard that name before? You did, in fact, in the diary. Yes, you damn well should've. Mrs. Gunn's inventions would have been nothing without mine. Wait, let me guess. You invented the bullet? You're damn right. I invented the bullet, but I was her assistant, so did I get any credit? Hell no. Sounds like you've got an axe to grind. Not for much longer. Ah, jeez. Yeah, looks like we found the bad guy. Okay, Chet, go ahead and tell us the details of your whole nefarious plan. I don't care much for your tone. Why should I tell you anything? Well, I could just punch your face till it starts talking on its own accord. How about that? Well, it's too late for you to stop me anyway, so I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. Certainly not as much as not telling me would. When Mrs. Gunn dies, control of the company and patents passes to me. I'm no murderer, mind you. I'd like to keep my hands clean. But I figured there might be some other people who would have bone to pick with her, considering their manner of death. You summoned all these ghosts? That's right. All it took was some basic seance equipment wired up to the house's belfry for amplification. A snack for a mechanical genius like me. But seance gear summons ghosts related to the summoner. That's the whole point of a medium. A person who knows how to direct the summoning on someone else's behalf. So you get to talk to your own grandma instead of the summoners. You don't seem like the medium type to me. More like a small... But that does explain something I've been wondering about. No, it didn't make any sense for all the ghosts here to be haunting Mrs. Gunn, because some of them weren't killed by guns, but they were all killed by bullets. Naturally, I anticipated that there'd be a couple of those. That's why I rigged this room with an anti-ghost field, which I cleverly boosted so that ghosts couldn't even sense me up here. So your plan was to summon a bunch of angry ghosts who would initially be looking for you, but would haunt Mrs. Gunn instead when they couldn't find you? Correct. And once they've haunted her to death, Gunn Industries will be all mine. Well, I hate to be the bearer of good news, but Mrs. Gunn is dead, so you pretty much wasted your time. What, really? I'm rich! Now I just need to get out of here with all those ghosts without those ghosts spotting me. Well, the ghosts are gone too, so you're pretty much in the clear. Wonderful! The anti-ghost field is pretty effective, but it was starting to make the back part of my brain itch. He flips a switch on an electrical device, and you suddenly become aware of the absence of an extremely low-frequency hum right on the edge of your hearing. There's something else I want to ask you about. Ask away. What happened to Mrs. Gunn's family? Oh, them. They've been out of the picture for years. I heard a rumor Dan got killed by desperados and buried in a shallow grave out in the backside of nowhere. But of course, I wouldn't actually know anything about that. Lucky for me, since I couldn't have inherited the company with them around, or their daughters. You son of a... Relax, the girls are fine. I'm not a monster. I'm pretty sure you're a monster. That's a weird little island kingdom. There's a weird little island kingdom somewhere on the other side of the ocean. Apparently it's stuck in some kind of bizarre temporal field that keeps nearly anyone from entering or leaving. Can't even find the place if you don't know how. Fortunately, I know a guy who knows how, so I gave the girls 3 free tickets to Sleepaway Camp. Wasn't that nice of me? You're an absolute bastard. Aw, that hurt my feelings. Fortunately, I'm about to have a whole lot of money to console myself with. Why, you... Hold on. We should talk to Mrs. Gunn first before you tear this half a new hole. I thought you said she was dead. Depending on what she says, you might be too. Pardon me, excuse me, I gotta go talk to Miss Gunn apparently first. I'm just gonna go do that. Like, where am I? Mrs. Gunn, hey. Hey, Mrs. Gunn, I have some words. Hello, Mrs. Gunn. Hello, Pumpkin, was it? Thank you so much for getting rid of all the ghosts for me. Yeah, about that. Turns out there's one left. Oh dear. Well, I'll need you to take care of it before I can pay you. Mrs. Gunn, I've got some bad news for you. Oh, what's that? It's you. You're a ghost man. When did that happen, I wonder? My condolences. Why, thank you. You're very kind. You know, this does explain some things. Like what? Well, I haven't had any appetite for months. Nearly a year, in fact. They keep sending food up from the kitchen to the dumbwaiter, but I've just been dropping it out the window and sending the empty plates back so the chef won't have her feelings hurt. There's also the fact that you're, well, translucent. Yes, I thought that it was just cataracts. Mrs. Gunn, this prompts a question, you know. Oh, what's that? Why are you a ghost? Well, I'm sure I don't know. You're the expert. Perhaps you can tell me. Actually, that's me. I'm the expert. Do you have some kind of unfinished business? Something that's tying you to this place? Well, now that you mention it, yes, I suppose I do. Do you mind telling me about it? My entire family disappeared a few years ago. My husband and 3 daughters. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry for your loss. The sheriff suspected they'd been kidnapped for ransom, but no one ever made any demands. They just vanished. I never found out what happened. I always thought they were taken away by ghosts. Why did you think that? I've always felt guilty about how many people have been killed by my invention. The belt buckle. The gun. Oh, right. Belt buckle. I used to worry that their ghosts would come back to haunt me. When I built this house, I had an electrical anti-ghost field installed in the walls of this room so they couldn't get in. No way. Awesome. Wait, does that affect you? Well, I'm sure it would if I attempted to walk through the wall, but it never occurred to me to try. Aha. After Dan and the girls disappeared, I became so sure that ghosts had gotten them that I locked myself in here. After donating the rest of the house to the Historical Society so that there'd be someone to look after the place. Now I feel rather silly about the whole thing. Silly? I mean, ghosts do exist, obviously. Well, yes, but now that I'm a ghost myself, I can sense the presence of other ghosts, and they only just arrived in this house yesterday or the day before. That was when I called for an exterminator. You know, I didn't even question how I knew they were here, but I don't think there have been any ghosts here before then. Why did they all show up yesterday? I couldn't say. They all seemed very angry and confused, but since they couldn't get in here, they gave up and started just wandering around the house. They gave up quite easily, actually. Maybe because you're already a ghost yourself. Well, Mrs. Gunn, what are we going to do with you? What do you mean? You did contract me for 13 ghosts, ma'am. You're the 13th. Oh, yes, obviously I could simply negotiate the number with you, but perhaps you should go ahead and exorcise me or whatever you do. I'd rather find a more peaceful solution. A peaceful solution? What do you mean? Well, we can also release you from your ghostitude by solving the problem that's keeping you here. In your case, I guess that means finding out what happened to your family. Oh, well, I would be very grateful if you could. I assume they're dead, and to be honest, I think I've gotten used to that fact, but I surely would like to know what actually happened. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Okay. It's just a second. I assume I'm probably gonna have to go find where he was buried. Okay, so I just have to go back up and talk to him, I guess. Here I go. I'm gonna go the wrong direction, apparently. It's fine. I'm gonna go here. Go here. I know. You could multitask, you know. You got double screens. You can apply for jobs on one screen, and then you watch it on this. But I also understand it's very difficult because applying it takes a lot of focus. Well, are you finished here? I've got business to run. I really want to just kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Bullets! Why are we killing the boxes of bullets? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, he gave up. Okay, victory is mine. They need to have a spinning ballerina silly walk. They do. I got a crap ton of different kinds of bullets. Chet falls to his knees. You decide to let him dangle for a minute while you rifle through his stuff. You beat the hell out of Chet Bullet, then hog-tie him and drag him down to the visitor center. The employees assure you they'll hand him over to the sheriff or whatever jurisdiction this is. Good. Well. I do solve people's problems, but Chet's not a ghost. Chet was just the bastard that summoned the ghosts here, and to torture Mrs. Gunn, so that he could take all of her money, essentially. To be fair, he didn't get any credit for his invention that, you know, made her invention work, which was kind of a jerk move on her part, but whatever. I don't like him. That's it. You reckon you brought some reckoning to Gun Manor. Not the best possible reckoning, mind you. Maybe there's a better way to deal with Chet. I mean, there's definitely is a better way to deal with Chet. I don't know why I said maybe. Anyway, feel free to poke around the grounds looking for loose ends to wrap up, but you're pretty much done here. Thanks for playing. Okay. Cool. Holy cow, there's some really big bells hanging above you. This house has the biggest bells of them all. Science stuff. Leave them alone for now. Try to ring the bells. Nice clear tone. I feel like there's more than that. I found you some science stuff. Look like this. It's one of those neologist vacuum batteries Magimech Tech is making. Didn't think they were available in this region yet. Nice, you're welcome. Okay, we're gonna go back down. Who cares about the living people? I'm not gonna redo it. I can't redo it anyway. The game is set in stone. It's one of those, you play through it and then everything's just kind of set as it is, and then you have to play through the whole entire thing again in order to go back and redo it. But I can't just restart a chapter or something, as convenient as that would be. But Mrs. Gunn, hey. Hello again. Yeah, I have good news and bad news. Go on, I'm ready. Chet Bullet had your husband killed and your daughters kidnapped, so he'd be the sole inheritor of your company when he died. He's also the reason all the ghosts were here. That son of a... I should have suspected something when he suddenly started being so ingratiating back then. And when he wrote off desperados on his expense account. I'd write him out of my will, but I suppose it's too late. That's rather galling. What's the good news? He says your daughters are safe. They're just on a magical island somewhere that nobody can get to. That's not exactly comforting, but at this point I'll take it. Plainly, if he'd wanted to kill them, he'd have just done so. Wait, you spoke to him personally? Yeah, he didn't know you were already dead, so he's been hiding in your attic for the last couple days, waiting for the ghost to kill you. What do you want me to do with him? Did I just have to talk to you again, and then that would have happened? Alright, well, fine. Sigh, I'll leave it up to you. I'm not in a state to make any reasoned judgment. In any case, you've answered my question, and I can feel myself moving on already. Thank you for all your help. With a sad wave, Mrs. Gunn fades from view. Then, almost as an afterthought, the lock on her desk drawer pops open. Inside, you find a check written out to Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services, which flows snags with a cha-ching and a blueprint. Alrighty. Who knows how she wrote the check? So I have this blueprint, which means I could probably go down to the first floor, go down to the cellar, go into the room, and Mrs. Gunn's opus. Bench cover of Gunn's jewels. You follow the direction of Mrs. Gunn's movement and construct her final gift to the world. Ooh, this is a nice gun. This is a really good gun. This is my gun, no. 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 Look, Aletha, it'll be phasmophobia all over again. We're all just gonna die. It'd be these bodies left over in people's basements. Is the ghost hunting business, like, lucrative? Do you get a lot of business? Yeah, I do okay. There's plenty of sudden and violent ways to die in the territory, so hauntings ain't exactly rare. I've never gotten a call for so many at once, though. Why is that? Ghosts are pretty territorial. Almost nobody has a house big enough for more than one. I see. Cool. Aletha's just sacrificing her first. That's cool. Let's go back to Dirtwater. Okay. And now that I got all the powerful weapons in the game that we don't actually need, let's go to Frisco. Anymore. Don't need any more. There was somewhere I still hadn't discovered. Okay, well, you know, this is fine. This is fine. There's a shiny thing and I'm gonna take it. Strange silvery crystal. I'll probably go to the other thing and you can use it on other things. Mind-splaining. I thought it said mansplaining. This dry washer is caked in dirt. Wash and dry it. And got unrefined meat nuggets. Nice. Okay, nice. Hit the proms. That's what I'm good at. Hey, look at that! Surgical stuff. Oh, this looks interesting. I'm gonna get 179 meat. Nice. What's up with this weird rock formation and lions? I think there's a door here. Could anyone guess? Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. There we go. Oh, here we go. Hey guys. West Central La Pou Putivese. We haven't done all those things. Get some punch cards. Get that. Take the cylinder. I mean, I can always come back with this game and try to figure that stuff out, because we actually got quite a bit of it. And there's a lot we can do from it from that point out, but I don't want to. Meat veins! Mine it, get a ton of money, ton of money, ton of money. Oh my goodness, look at all this money. I'm gonna loot that, yeah, get some dynamite, my favorite. Oh, this is probably like... That's fair, but Anna's gonna be streaming tomorrow, right? So we'll get some Nancy Drew tomorrow. And after this, I'm gonna finish the Nancy Drew game I'm working on. You're up there. Nancy Drew game I'm working on. We're gonna finish it. I'm going to get all the little ghosties. It's a shelf containing an effectively infinite amount of sarsaparilla. Take a bottle. Effectively, wow. The note says, Dear Jeff, got called up north to deepest delve. See you soon. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Geoff. Geoff. Not the guy I killed. One of the guys I killed. Alright, so this is a poozle. There's definitely a poozle here. Yeah. Listen, I tried my best. Snakes! Well, we gotta kill the snakes. So, get him, big man. That's all you can do. Look, even my fork does more damage. I'm gonna buff up. Well, and then what does this do? Then I had 15! Well, you know, with more XP, maybe I can level that thing up for, you know, just for the heck of it. Honestly, at this point. I was like, can you even do anything to me? I am back to being overpowered. My thrill, my joy is just insurmountable. Now we're just gonna punch it. Jeez, just throw an extra one in there for good measure. Just well over, like, what was that, 300 something overkill? Just amazing, it's amazing. I'm gonna put my gun to use for once in its life. Victory is mine! Excellent. We're just gonna loot this. We're gonna loot that too. We're gonna loot this one. Excellent. Is there nothing else in here? Switch has long since rested away to use this. Oh, really? Well, then what's the point of all this? Is there another door? Did I miss something? Yeah, it's probably where it's all right. Yeah, well, I mean, he said he went to up north to deepest delve. You can't even tell how many birds you have, Elisa. That's already an issue in and of itself. Have I done the deepest delve? Is that a thing I have? I do. Pretty sure I did that already. Okay. Well, is there a fort around here? Is there a fort? So I want to make sure. Fort unnecessary. Perfect. Sure, Wandering Sally. I don't know what I would trade with you, but hey, buddy, I guess. Buy more dynamite, get some disposable binoculars, needles, sure. I don't think I need them, but you know, this is real important stuff. And do I not have a pickaxe? Is that why you have 3 pickaxes available? I should have a pickaxe. Where's the peas? I got a pickaxe. See, I don't think I want a pickaxe. Thanks, Sally. Okay, I'm going to the fort. And we're gonna fight. And I'm going to win. Success is mine. Victory even. Excellent. Beautiful. I appreciate my overpoweredness. Unlike you, Alita, I like overpowered. I mean, you have binoculars. You scan the horizon but don't see anything you didn't already know about. really? Well, what about if I go over to this area? Would that be any different? Where is the freaking fort? Fort of Darkness. Oh, it's Fort Memoriam. Ah, man. Oh, like, it doesn't matter. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Alright, well, I haven't used them at all this entire time because I figured, you know, I'll just come across everything, and I kind of did, so it worked out in my favor, out front at least. Just as they would. Penelope notices a camp of bandits before you do, and dives behind a large creosote bush before they spot you. I could rob them, or I could capture them alive. Do I want to be on? No. You jump out of the bushes with your gun raised, getting the drop on them. Hands in the air, you bark. The bandits grudgingly comply. You take their meat and tie them up. They probably won't get eaten by coyotes or anything, and at least you probably wouldn't care if they did. Good enough for me. I mean, I could have done both, but no one ever thinks about that. Damn. Well, I'm all out of ideas. Let's go back to the buffalo pile. I don't think there's anything else there to do. Like, really all that's left to do is this stuff with these things. And I don't want to because that'll take forever. Victory! I think this was the place with the grudge. I forgot how great this place was. That's right, this place is the place with the awesome music. I mean, the Gun Manor was also awesome music, but this is like the cool minor music, like, good stuff. Boom. Oh. Well, come on, I could always use it. But C3 is also why when I went through this place first, I did the potion thing via looking at a walkthrough because I wanted to make sure to get it right, because if you mess that up, it's messed up. You can't restart that unless you go through the whole entire game again. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have time. Gosh, it's so good. Gives me joy. Okay, back to Frisco, actually. I'll have to listen to you too at some point. Hey, my dude. I did my best. I rescued you. The world is a nicer place now. Hope I didn't leave anything leave the oven on back home. Well, that would be unfortunate. Oh, I see. Oh, hey! That's right, I could fight these guys. Because I can. Like, why do you do that when I can just whap him with a fork? And then I would win. Victory's mine! Well, I'll be a new face. I'm Cluncy. Make yourself at home. Thanks, I'm Pumpkin Pumperdink. New to town? I've been helping Manifest Destiny get the rail tracks laid. It was a tough job, but we finally got there. Sounds like you could use a drink. Cluncy, I sure could. What's with the huge brawl going on over there? Oh, them fellas are always blowing off steam. I just let them go ahead and get their aggressions out, so long as they keep over there, away from what furniture I've got left. What have you got? Dang, that's actually pretty good stuff. That's okay though. Let's see, I'm not done talking to you. What can you tell me about Frisco? Oh, it's a fine town. Fella named Samson Frisco founded it way back when the mines first opened on his way and everyone caught the fever. Out this way. Mining fever? Yep, the kind you get from breathing too much dirt. Frisco was a doctor, you see. Ah, gotcha. Bye-bye, barman. Sorry, no darts. Nothing else in you. No. You're a pretty boring bar. Okay. Seemed incredibly lacking. Down in the back row. Oh, there's some news in the moving picture theater. Okay. Alright, well, this is it. The final cutscene. Looks like somebody on that train got a job as a projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented and nobody has figured out that they can charge for them yet. Doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here and you can keep playing if you want. Show me the final cutscene. Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turned out. The consequences of their actions, like... With the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes. But thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job, but of an opportunity. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. We're gonna walk in and enjoy their lives. The idea of city life didn't appeal to Susie much. After you and she parted ways, she moved down the peninsula a ways and settled at Cow's Bane Farm. Still fighting the good fight in her way. Oh, Cow's Bane! Good job, Susie! I want to see your farm. And that's a windmill. Why does the Cow's Bane look like goblin heads? Ah, well, anyway. Thanks to you, Gun Manor reopened and delighted tourists for centuries. Look at all the tourists. After she finished getting the bakery boys up and running, Louise moved to Frisco and opened her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Unfortunately, after some unknown vandal kept breaking in at night and destroying all the pies, she had to switch to a breads-only business model. But she's happy now! Ah, good girl. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Buppert got the photography bug. Or should we say, the photography L. Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Aw, the owl skeletons. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His cult fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth, because the first rule of Kurtzfit is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtzfit. Kurtz till it hurts. No Kurtz pain, no Kurtz gain. Good job. The musicians you sent to Dirtwater formed a band called Wasco and Pufferfish, and the Pufferfish. They had a few hits that mostly faded into obscurity, though you'd occasionally hear Wasco in a radio ad years later. There's still space for one, so I missed somebody. That kind of bothers me, but alright. I imagine they would have gone on in popularity if I had gotten all of them. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo Bill retired from the killing trade and made a killing opening up a restaurant in Frisco. Super brisket. Wild, wild, wild weeds. Nice. You solved all of Brentwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade on the buttery biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. They even managed to get that horse into rehab. Oh wow, so it really looks nice and clean now. Olive Garden, forgot the surname, and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. They even had a few youngins. I don't... Ow! Ow! I don't think I should know. I don't think I should delve too deep into this. Poor child! Okay. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. Chuck. Chuck. I remember you, Chuck. I miss you dearly. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hoo-wee! I don't know why. It's incredibly boring. Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis, thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger. The once sleepy town became a shining oasis in a barren land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. There's sure a lot of people here. I missed like 3 properties, I think 2, 3 properties at the end. It seemed like there could have been. So I definitely missed a lot of things, surprisingly. Like I did so much, but I still missed a ton. Just gonna hear weird drinking sounds. Anyway, as for you, after your adventure, you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection, including my entire set of befouled clothing. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to seek your fortune. Unfortunately, you ended your adventures nearly penniless. That's not true. I had a lot of meat. Oh well, maybe Rufus can find somebody else to look up to. Game! That wasn't very nice. I was rich in experience. How dare you? Look, my antique hat collection is really lacking. I got so much more on my previous playthrough, but I also spent a ton more time on it with my previous playthrough. Which is saying a lot, because this is the 10th episode. Of 2-hour-long episodes. Ah, very good! Rich in experience. In 1906, all of the remaining cows in the west were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. Oh. Okay, should I be doing something about this? Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. What's up? 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing the thing they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know are dead by then, and most of humanity has moved to space. Still, though, I'm not so sure that's true. It's a shame about the planet. There were some cool bars there. And the spittoons. Oh, man, the spittoons were glorious. The marvelous spittoons. My bays, the spittoons. Good. Thank you for playing. The credits of Loathing. We did it. We succeeded. Kind of. For the most part. Special thanks. Okay, we don't need to go through all of this. Again! No! This took so long to get this far. I'm not going through it again. No. It took so long. There were things that I could have done, I guess, but they were just, they would have taken going back to other places and remembering other places that I still haven't done. And so on and so forth. Ow. Hurt my fingers. You might also enjoy our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing. That's right! That was a thing too. That was their first one, I think. Was Kingdom of Loathing. But anyway, I'm actually going to, like, this game is super fun. If you guys ever want to, it's a super, like, generally speaking, it's a really easy game. To be able just to go through, build up your levels or whatever, and then just gather stuff and do things and see where your decisions take you. And see how different your final cut will be versus mine. It's also cheap on Steam, so that helps. But this is going to be where I cut this off for today. I'm not gonna do another game for tonight. I'm just gonna cut it off early since I only have a half hour left before I gotta go to bed anyway. So, thank you so much for watching the Naebotical Naebot. And feel free to follow me here on Twitch or at Naebot on YouTube. And like and subscribe over there. That would be great. Yeah, so you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a bit short. I know, Nancy and Drew, but that will be my next stream. I don't know when I'll stream next, pretty much when I have time, probably. Probably next, well, I mean, like, next Tuesday, for sure. But, for now, we're just gonna focus on the now. So I'll have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye.